Welcome to Park Bench Interviews, hosted by Randy Goodman, Harvey Callis Real Estate, your real estate professional. Get to know our community, our businesses, products, and services that will elevate your life. Please welcome your hostess, Randy Goodman.
Hey, it's Randy Goodman from Harvey Callis Real Estate, and I am here with Carol Ward, who is a money wellness coach, and I want to learn all about that and see how she can help us with our money. Carol, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Randy. This is such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, I'm super excited to chat with you because you are really a pillar of our community and giving back and helping people. So first, tell us, what is a money wellness coach?
So a money wellness coach is, I help my clients in a few different ways. One way is if you have a really large debt or any debt for that instance, I can help you eliminate or reduce that debt using the following process. Together, we will look at your financial position. And at this point, I request you put your ego aside and put everything on the table so we can look at it objectively and put together a plan to tackle this debt. And you'll be surprised how relief and free you feel after once you've tackled this debt. Another way I help my client is I deal with my clients who have self-doubts, anxiety about money, limiting thoughts about money. So I work with these clients on removing their money blocks. Okay. And I had taken my master NLP practitioner, so I use all the tools that I learn and acquire from that course, and together I help my clients remove those limiting blocks. So these are just some of the ways that I work with my customers. Right now, I got to tell you, with COVID-19, I am working very closely with some of my customers. I've researched some of the government assistance that we have in place, and have advised my clients how to go about applying for that. And I've also advised my clients, go to the bank, see how you can defer your mortgage payment, or even if you have a large credit on your bank statement, negotiate with the bank for a lower interest rate. Right now, it's in their benefit to work with you. Yep. If you lower the interest rate, they will get some and you will pay less. So I highly advise anyone right now who is watching, go to the bank and ask them for any help that they can provide you, whatever assistance they can provide you with any credit products that you currently have.
Okay, wow. Wow, okay, so what got you into this? What's the history that brings Carol into wanting to help people with their money issues?
Well, my background is I am a CPA, and I've always loved numbers. I was a controller for many, many years. But when my kids came along, I decided I want to be that stay-at-home mom and take care of my kids. Then when I came back out, I came back as a business owner, loved it, loved working with people. And at the same time, I really, really like working on the emotional part as well. So I'm really blessed to be in a position where I can work on both the practical side, such as looking at your finances, reducing that debt, streamlining your expenses. And at the same time, I can work on the emotional side. What's holding you back? What old beliefs do you have that's holding you back from reaching your abundance?
Right, right. Well, okay, perfect. And you also are quite involved in the community as well. Can you tell us a little bit about how you like to give back and what you're passionate about?
Well, I love working in my community and especially with ladies. So I do lead a Fem City collective in Richmond Hill. And Fem City is a wonderful group of, and as you know, Randy, it's a wonderful group of ladies. We get together, we connect, and we interact in a really loving, supportive, positive, gratitude-filled atmosphere. And we help each other reach our goals and build our business. We meet once a month, and it's a wonderful environment. And I find, especially with COVID-19, we have been reaching out to each other. We've been offering free programs. I just did one with that all sort of recipes from one of the girls in Fem City, Richmond Hill, which is wonderful. Some are offering exercises, some are offering meditation. So it's a wonderful group of ladies to belong to. So I'm part of that Richmond Hill community. I also help volunteer sometime with you, Randy. And that is also a wonderful experience for me because it feels joyful that I am helping someone, but also I get to meet a lot of different people, make really good connections. And so it's a two-way street. I really, really enjoy that. I do other things around in my community here, right in Markham as well. I work very closely with some of the other entrepreneurs, and sometimes if they're holding a workshop and not able to be there, sometimes I step in for them and help out. So various ways I give back to the community.
I love it. I love it. And it's funny because our communities can be anywhere, right? Like you're bouncing around from different areas to different areas. And, you know, we're in Mill Pond here. You do a group in Richmond Hill. You live in Markham. You also do a lot in Vaughan. So it's like, you know, we like to touch on multiple communities for sure and help lots of people. And I so appreciate all the work that you do for Million Dollar Smiles and Toronto Women's Expo, and you know, just being able to put on great events and help entrepreneurs and whatnot. So thank you for everything you do. And
you're welcome. It's a wonderful charity that you're doing, and I thank you for putting that on, because helping those kids, it's just brings joy that you can bring some sort of joy to their hearts and into their lives.
So who would be the right target audience that would reach out to you for help? Can you describe what that person might look like?
Someone that has quite a bit of debt and they're confused, they're worried, and right now they are paralyzed with fear. They're not moving ahead. They just got this debt and they don't know what to do with this debt. So those will be the customers more so that will want to deal with me right now. But I also would like to extend everyone, because of COVID-19, we saw up front, this was a wake-up call for us, that if you're not prepared financially with your money, and if you don't know where your money is, some of us were caught. Yeah. So the ones who prepared and know exactly where their money was coming from and where it's going and had a good idea what position they're in right now, those people were slightly better. Yes, we don't know what the outcome is and if income is coming in or not, but at least they know where they stand today. Yeah. For the ones of us who weren't quite as prepared, I guess they felt a little bit more anxious, worried, you know, where they are today and what is coming in. So COVID-19 was a really wake-up call. And as I mentioned before in a previous interview, that old belief that, oh no, we cannot talk about money because it's not respectful. I think that ship has sailed. COVID-19 has showed us we have to keep our fingers on our money. We need to know where we are at all times with our money. So I will say right now, for anyone who's out there listening, please get your finances in shape, because we just don't know. And it's just a thing to do anyway. If you're in a business, you really need to know what your net income is.
And we're home, so you have some time to work on this and pay attention to it, and to reach out to Carol and get her to help you. Like, you know, you're going to be in such a better position when you know what's going on. And I know we like to be in the dark and really, you know, kind of put it behind the cupboard door and pretend it doesn't exist, but it does, especially like you said, at times like this, where all of a sudden it's a wake-up call. And thank God the government stepped in to help people and do something. So for most people, there's something out there to help, right?
And that's what I'm doing with my clients right now. I'm helping them with the government programs. So we're going through to see who qualify, who don't qualify. Right. And this is one of the ways I am helping my current customers. Also, like, I'm really working with them to look at whatever expenses they have right now, and if they have the funds to cover those expenses. Right. And if they don't have the funds, they need to call the provider right away and let them know and get on a payment plan. And if it's an automatic charge to their bank account, let the banks know to stop processing that transaction, or else they would incur a service charge if it's returned. So lots of things that you need to be on top of right now with your finances.
Well, those are some good tips, Carol. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I know that's like not even the tip of the iceberg of what you can do for people, but those are some really good tips for people right now that they can take action on, which is awesome. Are there any other tips or things you want to share with people before we sign off?
I just want to say, during this time, I found that I'm spending less. I'm home. I can't go out to eat. I can't go to the movies. And I am not spending a lot of money on non-essential stuff. And at first, yes, I did miss it. But as time went on, we found other things to do. So my message to you is take a really close look at where you are. What is it that you really want in your life? And do we need all the little extras that we think we do? Or can we put that money away for something else? Put it for a vacation, put it for a car, put it for something else that has a lot of meaning for you. And one thing I have to share with you before we run away is that during this period, I realized how much I spend on coffee. My family and I spend a lot of money in coffee every single day. And so this is something now that I'm aware of. And going forward, intentionally, we're going to make decisions on how we want to spend that money. So my advice to you is take a long, hard look at all the savings you have that you've accumulated since we've been forced to be isolated, and go forward from that.
Good tips. I love it, Carol. Thank you. And there's only so many groceries your fridge is going to hold, right? So there's really not a lot of places to spend your money.
That's great.
Unless you're doing online spending, but then if you are, you need Carol even more.
And I would like to caution you on that too. Oh, I got some today in my email, the 50% off, up to 75% off. Yeah.
Very enticing.
Enticing, but I am only focusing for myself what I'm doing. I'm only focusing on my essential spending, which is food, shelter, any medical costs I may have, and transportation, because my husband still go back and forth to his clients. So those are the main things I'm focusing on right now. I have put a stop to everything else. And bear in mind, it's only temporarily. This is not a permanent situation. So we can get through this. But for now, because of the uncertainty of what's going on, let us focus our funds on just the essential items that we need.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Carol. Carol, do you have a website or somewhere people can go to where they can contact you?
Yes, I'm on Facebook as Carol Ward, and I do have a business page, Carol Ward, Money Wellness Coach.
Nice. Okay, perfect. So we will have all the links to find Carol below. And thank you so much, Carol. I mean, you gave some really great tips.
Thank you, Randy, for having me on here. I love it. Thank you so much. And I love helping and working with you. So it's always a joy.
I'm so appreciative of you. So you have no idea. So thank you. And we will definitely talk soon. Thank you, Carol.
Thanks, Randy. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this interview hosted by Randy Goodman. We hope you will take action and connect with the incredible business people and leaders in our community. And remember, Randy is always here to answer any questions you have regarding your real estate needs. Be sure to register on the website and stay up to date on what's happening in your area at parkbench.com/millpond.